Welcome to the Maker's Gonna Learn channel, where today we are going to be sublimating on silk, satin/silk.
Yes, this is something I don't know if I'd seen it, I guess. You know, when you're like at Walmart and you see stuff and it's silky, the first thing that comes to my brain are the little eye covers.
Yes.
They have like the little lashes on them and stuff. But like before I knew what sublimation was, I just didn't know how they did it. Right. I was like, oh, that's cute. And now I'm like, oh, they've sublimated on silk.
Yes.
It's cool. I love it.
Yes, so we're going to be learning the ins and outs of sublimating on silk. And we're also going to be doing, I thought, why not give you all just a really brief Canva tutorial.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a quick Canva tutorial. We may pull in some other PNGs off the website. I am going to show you how to upload a font into Canva. Now, I do want to preface this by saying to upload a font into Canva, you have to be a Canva Pro subscriber. However, there are so many opportunities, I feel like, for you all to get Canva for free. Educators get Canva for free. So if you are an educator, any type of educator, you get Canva for free. Nonprofits get Canva for free. There's quite a few different people that get Canva for free. So
with the access, right? Canva Access or Canva Pro.
Canva Pro, yes.
Right.
You get Canva Pro for free if you have if you're an educator, if you are associated with a nonprofit, bunches of different stuff. There are opportunities, but I also feel like if you are sublimating, if you are into sublimating, doing sublimation, that Canva Pro is almost a necessity.
I agree. I feel like you can do a lot in Design Space.
Yes.
But what I really love about Canva is that you're able to export your images after they're done. You can do, once you learn the functions of it, you can do a little bit more manipulation in some ways. Design Space has things, that you can do as well. But
yes.
I don't know. I just feel like Canva is good for people who are heavy into sublimation.
Yes, very much so.
There's lots more things geared towards sublimation type projects. So.
Yes, and Canva, the free version of Canva is still an amazing version to use.
Oh, yeah.
They still have great fonts that you can use with the free version. You just can't use Maker's Gonna Learn fonts, but you can still use Maker's Gonna Learn files. So Maker's Gonna Learn SVGs and things like that, you can still use in Canva, and I'm gonna show you all how you can do that today.
Yes, we love it. So, mini Canva tutorial and
Sublimation on silk.
I love it.
Yes. So let's go ahead and take a look at this amazing pillowcase that we did create. And we'll go overhead. Whoop. So you can see that I'm just obsessed with this technique. And like we said, this specific technique we do have as a member-only masterclass. But I love the effect that you get when sublimating on silk. Like, for some reason, the colors, how they just move and shine, I love it.
It looks so good. And
Absolutely love it.
It looks like we bought it off Etsy or bought it from the store.
Yes.
Or some nice place. I don't know if it's because it's silk, but
I know.
It looks really good.
I know. So, if you all are ready to learn how to sublimate on silk, and Alicia, I literally just now realized that I left my 8.5 by 14 paper. Wait.
There might be some in the drawer.
Oh, it's right here. I did not. Look at that.
Past Lauren helped out future Lauren.
Past Lauren did. But yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm going to set this down to the side. And let's go ahead and go over the materials that you need. Y'all, we need four things. Now, granted, 2 of the 4 things are pretty large. I'm sorry. Take that back. We need 5 things because the 5th thing is down here. But 2 of the 5 things that we're going to be working with today, pretty large. So you're obviously going to need your sublimation printer. The one that we're going to be using today is the Epson SureColor F170. I absolutely adore this printer. if you are in the market to get a sublimation printer, I highly, highly suggest the SureColor F170. It is a sublimation printer. So Epson realized and figured out that people were taking their eco tanks and converting them from inkjet printers to sublimation printers. Now, let me just say, the eco tank printers, if you are going to convert it into a sublimation printer, it does not need to have, you can't take an inkjet printer that has already had inkjet ink in it and then convert it. You have to start out with a printer and put sublimation ink in it, because those inks just don't mix well. So I love the fact that this one you purchase, it's already a sublimation printer. Epson came out with their own sublimation ink, which we actually we've used it in this printer. It is so good. We love it. So if you are in the market to purchase a sublimation printer, I highly suggest this one, because the price point, it has a really, really good price point. I'm thinking it's like, what, $200?
I can tell y'all exactly, actually.
There's a link down below, but it is, I just love the way it prints. I love the color. Like, it's automatically set up with two, and I'll show you when we get there, two color options. You can ask it to print deeper colors or exactly what you see on your screen. So
my favorite feature is that it automatically mirrors it.
Yes, it does automatically mirror everything that you print. You don't have to mirror anything. If you're printing to this, if you are sending something to this printer, it mirrors it. I just think Epson has done a phenomenal job creating their sublimation printers. Now, they do have sublimation printers that are way up there. It's in the SureColor line, but this is their, I guess, hobbyist printer, you could call it.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting a larger printer that prints larger than, so the largest that this one can print is going to be 8.5 by 14. It should not be $449.
It's not. I'm putting a link in the chat box for you all that are curious. It's for $3.99 at Walmart. And then we'll add the link to the description, because it's not down there currently, but this is the exact one we have at Walmart. It's $3.99.99.
I'm pretty sure when we purchased it from LexJet is where I have always purchased it. It has only been $250, maybe $300.
Let me go to LexJet and I'll tell you guys.
Unless there is an issue and they are out of stock right now, and Walmart is
possible.
And Walmart is, I don't want to say price gouging. I don't think we paid that much for this printer.
I've heard that Walmart will price match anybody. I've heard that.
Well, they do price match.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to find it on Lex for you guys.
Yes, Glenda says that she's gone over a month or more between printings and never had clogging issues. Neither have we. This thing is sat forever, and we've not printed it, and we've not ran into clogging issues. I know that especially in printers that people will convert that have cartridges, a lot of times you will get the clogging issues, but I've not had a clogging issue out of this. Now, the other printer that we do enjoy that is a wide format, it is an EcoTank. It's the Epson EcoTank ET8550. It is actually a photo printer. So you do have to convert that one from an inkjet photo printer to a sublimation printer. But anyway, everybody's saying
it's $449 on the LexJet website right now. And y'all know that, like, with inflation, printers have also went up high like crazy. We got that, what, last year?
Yeah, but I could have sworn we did not pay that for it.
Well, currently, and you might not have. Currently, Walmart's is cheaper than LexJet.
Now I want to go back, because I want you all to know that I saw this printer and I was like, the price point is there. It's beautiful. We're going to do it.
Right.
And I put it in our sublimation course. So for those that are new to sublimation, if you want to jump into the sublimation world, we do have a sublimation course, and Sadie will drop that link. It's $70 off. Fantastic price. But I'm almost 100% sure I go over the price in the sublimation course, and it makes me want to go back and see how much the price was then.
We'll have to check it. But if y'all are like sold today,
Wow.
Walmart is the cheapest place you're gonna find it at
$450. Okay. I did not think it was that much, y'all. My mind is blown.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway.
It's still a great printer and honestly worth it if
Glenda
you are
says she bought it when
sublimation.
it first came out, and it was right around $500.
Okay.
I swear I don't think, I didn't, but I may be wrong. I may be like thinking of something else. I have no clue.
Who knows?
Anyway, it's a great printer. We love it. It's really, really good for sublimation. So obviously you need your printer, you need your heat source. This is, once again, if you're going to jump into sublimation, a heat press is definitely a necessity. Now you do not have to get this one specifically. This one is the StarCraft heat press. We do love it, but there are some really great heat presses out there, and this one is on the higher side. Amazon has some really great ones. I'm pretty sure we have tested the
HTV Raw AutoPress.
I know that I've used the HTV Raw AutoPress. I do like that one. There is a Tussie brand that's pretty good. It's really just depending on what you want. If you want a clamshell, a swing away, an AutoPress, really and truly, most heat presses, as long as you get an even heat source, that's going to be the biggest issue. And then other than your two large items, you do need 8.5 by 14 sublimation paper. Are we overhead, Sadie? So the 8.5 by 14 sublimation paper, I like working with the longer sublimation paper rather than 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to show you how to set up your Canva for an 8.5 by 14. And then we do have a satin silk pillowcase, We did get this one from Walmart. It is the Mainstays brand. The other one that we had came from Amazon. Like we said earlier, the ones from Amazon, we ordered more, they just got lost. So this is the one we're gonna use today. And then of course, if you know about sublimation, you know we're gonna have to have butcher's paper. Butcher's paper is an absolute must when it comes to sublimation, okay? You can use the Cricut Easy Press, but here is the issue that I have found with the Cricut Easy Press. And I can say that this is an issue because I actually just did a video, which will be coming out pretty soon, where I used the Cricut Easy Press for most of the items that I was sublimating. And what happens is you have to keep the pressure on what you're sublimating yourself, which, if you know, holding the Easy Press down, it can get hard when you have to do it for 60 seconds or more, right? So holding it down yourself, not moving it, because if you move it, you can create ghosting with your sublimation item, okay? But you can do it, it's just harder. So just keep that in mind. It is doable. It's not my favorite. It is harder to sublimate with a Cricut Easy Press. Okay? Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to Design Space look at me, I said Design Space. We're gonna go over here to our share screen, and we are going to create our design. So if you are new to Canva, here you'll create an account, and this is going to be the same with free or pro or Canva Pro. It's going to be the same either way. But you're going to come up here to the top right corner, and then you are going to click Create a Design. My personal preference is to always come down here to the bottom to Custom Size, and then type in, make sure this is changed to inches, okay? And then you can type in your width and your height of the piece of paper that you are working on. So if you're working with 8.5 by 11, you would type 8.5, and then your height would be 11, but today we are working with 8.5 by 14, so this is 8.5 by 14. Make sure that it is changed to inches. There are a few different measurements you can work with. We are going to be working with inches today, and then we're going to select Create New Design.
Also, the Lexjet one is linked below. I don't know what I was looking at. I'm so sorry. But the Walmart one I plugged in the chat box. So.
Perfect. Perfect. So now what we are going to do is we are going to start designing what we want to put on our pillowcase. So I think that, so you know what? We're just going to go with the downloads that we already have. We'll find something in here that we like. I don't know.
The great thing about sublimation is that you can use literally any image. If we wanted to put a photograph of Lauren's face on this pillow,
yes,
we could. We could put whatever we want on here. So
yes.
the options are endless.
So let's go to our view mode here and see. We've even got fonts that we can just go ahead and download that are in our downloads here that we can use.
Yes.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Noah already seen Groovy Moves, and there's Saturday Night. I can see her.
I love it.
Ooh, I love that drag strip font. It's so cute too.
That would be a really, really good one. We may do the drag strip font. This is a Maker's Gonna Learn font because this is a great one for sublimation because it has detail in it.
Yeah.
And would be great for a little boy. Okay?
Yes, like a little race car.
Yes.
Pillowcase.
Okay. Okay. We're pivoting. We're pivoting. We're pivoting.
And we're working on the website.
And we're working on the website.
I've gotten touch.
So we are going to come back and Sam's got our back.
Yes.
We're working with our 8.5 by 14. So to upload images, let's just go to upload images. And to do that in Canva, we're going to come over here to the little cloud on the left-hand side of the screen that says uploads. So we're going to upload an image. You can see we have lots of different images in here. Love that. So you can either search your uploads or you can upload your own files. So we're just going to click upload files. So once you select your file, once you go to upload files, you're going to select your file. And here you can see it is this is a Maker's Gonna Learn file. All you have to do is drag and drop it, y'all. And that's it as far as, and then you're gonna start your designing, okay?
Right.
So, and yes, there are free photos that you can use within Canva, just in case you all were wondering. So we could even search car.
And Canva Pro will have a lot of options too, like endless amounts of options.
So here you can see there are lots of different like images of cars, but I kind of want to do a cartoon style car.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's do car clip art. And now you can see like it's going to pull up more clip art images. So there's one.
Sometimes if you go when I'm looking for like little cartoony graphics, I always go to elements and then graphics. And it'll give me less photos and more like digital drawings. Yeah.
So elements and then car.
And then it's like more of our vibe, I feel like, you know?
Okay, so that's a little tip. So if you just go to elements instead of photos down here, if you come up here to elements, it will give you your graphics if you search car, it will give you photos if you search car, and it will give you videos if you search car. Now videos are gonna be more of a Canva Pro thing, but for sublimation, we're not gonna use that. And so we're going to want to look at all of the graphics that say car on it. So, oh yeah, no, that's going to be something that
you're going to use that, right?
Oh yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, we're definitely going to use this one.
Should we turn the document size?
Yeah, let's do that. Now Canva Pro, you can resize, but let's just go back to home and I'm going to show you how you can turn it. So if you go to create design, custom size, we're just gonna put our width, change it to inches. We're gonna put our width as the 14 so we can see it better and our height as the 8.5. And that way this is the way we're gonna be designing, okay?
Unless you sleep with your pillow
So we're gonna go back. We're gonna put our car in here.
That is cute.
Yes. Now, for those that have, let's just go ahead. We're gonna go to text, and you can see, like, look at all these. Which, if it has a little crown at the bottom, it's going to be a Canva Pro. But there are still like some really good elements, some really good text. So we'll put it in here, and you can see Canva has, these are our uploaded fonts. But then down here, I think uploaded fonts, and then
those are all like
here
theirs.
are the popular fonts. And you can see, like, there are quite a few pro fonts, but there are some really good fonts that are not pro too, that are in Canva.
Yeah, for
okay?
sure. Lots of good options.
If you all are having issues logging on, we are having issues logging on right now, but if you signed up like for Dollar Deal, email hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and customer service is going to be able to take care of you perfect.
Yes, normally we can get in. We've never not been able to get in like this during a live stream, or honestly at other times either.
Yeah. So what you're going to do, and I know I just did something. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back here to text. To upload your own text into Canva, which once again is a Canva Pro feature. So you can use Maker's Gonna Learn fonts in Canva Pro. We're gonna go to text, and then right here where it says brand kit, you're gonna hit edit where it says brand kit. And then it's gonna pull up logos, colors, fonts, all of this stuff. You're going to go to add new font, and we are going to upload a font here on this second one, okay? We're getting to that now, Deb. So this is, once again, this is a Canva Pro feature, but you can use Maker's Gonna Learn fonts with Canva Pro. So we're gonna go to upload a font. We are going to add new, and we are going to go to our downloads, and we're gonna search drag strip.
And honestly, this is such a roundabout way of getting to upload fonts. Don't you feel like it's hidden?
Oh,
it's Canva, so hidden.
Absolutely, it's hidden, but I thought I was going in a roundabout way.
No, you're doing great. I just feel like Canva has set it up so roundabout to get in. You have to go into the brand kit.
It doesn't make sense. Like, it should just be upload font.
Yeah, like in a design software, I feel like that should be like a main button.
So now it's just going to say, please confirm the following. By uploading my own custom font, you acknowledge that you have the right to use this for its intended purposes. And y'all, if you didn't know, all fonts and cut files, as long as you are a Maker's Gonna Learn member, you do have commercial use licensing for all of those. So yes, you do have the right to use it, and you just click yes, upload anyway. And then from there, it's just going to upload that. Christine says to go and you can see drag strip regular right there.
I love it.
Okay. She said that she thought that there was a
another
bottom left corner says upload font, but I don't see it.
Listen, I've been using Canva forever, and that's the only way I could ever find to do it.
So now we can come here to our uploaded fonts, and it will pull up here, or you can search it, but we're just going to show you. Here's drag strip.
Someone's requesting that you go through one more time showing them how to do the font.
Yes. Okay, so one more time, this is how we are going to add a font. So let's say we're just here on the design portion. Our taskbar, so if you're comparing like Design Space and Canva, Design Space taskbar is going to be across the top. Canvas is all on the left-hand side. So this is, I'm going to call this our taskbar. So we're going to come down here to the bottom where it says text. Bottom right there says upload font. Anyway, this is how I do it. We're going to go to text. Okay. Your brand kit here, you're going to click edit. Edit Brand Kit. And then right here where it says fonts, we're going to add a new font, upload font, and then you would go to Add New, and then you are going to search all of your fonts. So let's find a different font to upload. Actually, let's just search OTF and see if our fonts pull up.
Looky there.
Looky there. So here are all of the fonts that we have downloaded onto the computer. Fellowship is a good one. Let's do that. So I'm going to click Fellowship, Open. Then you're going to confirm that you do have rights to use this, and if you are an MGL member, yes you do. So yes, upload away. So then it is going to upload the font, and you can see it is there ready to use. You do not have to refresh Canva for it to be there. It's already there because all of this is cloud-based, so it's just automatically going to be there. So from there, you're just going to add in your text. So we're going to type in Asher, if I can spell his name right. And then I'm going to size this down and then make it big. And then you can start the design process. So one thing that I love about Canva is you can add effects to your text. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. Now you can change the color of your text. You can go ahead and change it to this red, or if you do have a brand, you can upload your brand colors. You can go to your solid colors, or you can go here to add a new color and either type in a hex code or move this around and create a new color. So once you pick your color, then you can go to effects and you can add different effects. Look at that.
Ooh, she's spicy. I like a drop shadow.
I do like a drop shadow, but I think I want this guy. So another thing you can do, let's move this down. You can actually, we're gonna do this and we're gonna send it. This is another thing that has always like confused me with
their positioning.
Yeah, but like sending it to back. It's not allowing me to right here. It is in the back. But it's like, I feel it's kind of like this drop shadow. I want the drop shadow in front of that, but it's, maybe it's because the opacity on it is off. We'll work on it. So we're gonna go back to effects. Let's go back to effects. That's what it is. The shadow transparency, and you just can't, because it's more transparent, you can't see it back there. Okay. So you can play around with that. You can change the direction of the drop shadow. You can even blur it out. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like it because it's not as
You
harsh.
can make it the offset. So let's take the blur back off. You can make the offset sit down further or closer to it. You can even change the color of the drop shadow, let's say to black or whatever other color you want. Or there's all kinds of other things that you can do. So this is, you can kind of make it like a whole shadow behind it. You can make the text hollow. This is kind of like their offset, their outline. If you want to add an offset to something, there you have to go to effects, and then it's the outline position, and then you can make that offset or outline thicker, smaller, all kinds of different things that you can do with it, okay? The echo, the glitch is pretty cool. Not for this design, but I do like that. Or you can change it to a neon effect.
I was thinking neon would look cool, but I don't like that. I like just the drop shadow the best, I think.
Or you can just do the background, which then puts this all the way behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you can even curve your text, which I think is very cool. And then you can change the curve one way or the other.
Yeah, that's nice.
If you didn't know. But I do think that I think I'm digging the shadow.
Loving it. Feeling it.
Think I'm feeling it. I still think something with this car has got to change. Like I want it like behind it, but it doesn't, I'm not.
What if you like, this is what in my brain, and it may look bad. I was thinking make the car really big, like to fill up as big as it can go, and then lower the opacity so it's kind of transparent, but it's behind there, but not so like
Okay.
there's a huge car behind the name. Does that make sense?
Okay. So what she's saying is putting the car, lowering the opacity of an image, which you can do in Canva. So if you take your image and you go the little grayed out boxes, that's going to be the transparency or the opacity of an image, so you can pull it down, which it is in front of Asher, you can see here. So if we pull it down below there, I just feel like the drop shadow gets lost.
Mm-hmm. And the car really, I mean, you can't see the car as good there.
But the good thing is you can come back and change it.
Yep. This is what we do for fun, you guys.
Yeah. This is
play around with the designs. Even in the bottom left there is cute, Lauren. Even if the name's not centered on the pillowcase.
Yeah. But it's something about, let me go back. I think I want to change the color of Asher's name.
Oh yeah, maybe that would.
To black.
Oh, okay. That's better already.
And then go back to effects, and then maybe the transparency of that drop shadow, bring it up so it matches more this color of the car.
That's cute.
But it's still kind of, you see the car?
Can we flip the image of the car so it's facing out? So like the front.
Yes.
That might look weird.
So you can flip images. Okay. So let's flip it horizontally.
I wonder if you sent Asher to the back, how it would look.
Let's try it. We're going to go to position. We're going to send Asher to the back.
I don't hate it.
I don't either.
Once the positioning is, oh, okay.
I think that's it.
That's money right there. That looks good. Oh, Asher's gonna have like the coolest pillowcase of anybody I ever knew.
That's it. I think that's it.
That's
because
cute.
the shadow, you can see, like, I might pull the car down just a smidgen.
Yeah.
But like that, like the car's driving out of the name.
I want one.
Pretty dope.
Can you change it to Alicia?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, everybody's saying I like that better. And the good thing is you can make this, because we have made this sheet of paper 8.5 by 14, you can size this up to fill the whole sheet of paper.
Oh yeah.
So we might even and this is what is so much fun about designing, is you can play around with it until you get it right.
Right.
I just want you all to know and understand, we never get it right on the first time.
This is what we go through whenever we're coming up with projects. I mean, we're sitting in our craft room playing around.
I mean, what do we think about it coming out of that side?
I like it on the other side better.
Like that right there.
Yeah, maybe a little smaller. The car.
I made it a little bigger a while ago.
Like, it's like getting away.
Yeah. Okay.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Now that we have that done, what you're going to do is we're going to share this, okay? So we're going to share it. We're going to download it. From the download, we are working with a PNG. You don't have to worry about transparent background. Really, transparent background is just for, once again, it's just for pro users, but it really comes in handy with like SVGs and things like that. So we're just going to download it. It's going to download onto your computer. We're going to open it up, and then we are going to print. So we're going to change this to our SureColor F170. We are not working with US letter. We are working with legal paper, which is your 8.5 by 14. Now, one thing I do want to show you, so you can scale this to fit, fill entire image, scale it here. If you wanted to scale it, you can scale it to 100, which means it's gonna print 100% of that. It's gonna fill it up completely. I normally like to just make sure I scale it to 100 just so it is exactly the way that I designed it, okay? One thing that you are going to want to make sure with the SureColor is color matching, okay? So especially if you are working with actual photos, like if you're working with photos of people, you're gonna wanna make sure that you come over here and you select color sync, okay? And the reason I say color sync is because that means it's gonna print the exact colors that it sees here. If you go to Epson Color Controls, it tends to print a little deeper. And I'm actually gonna pull this overhead here just a second and show you the difference. Okay, so since we're talking about Asher, we'll just go ahead and show you the difference. So this is what I printed with the Epson Color Controls. Does it look bad? It doesn't look terrible, but it looks burnt.
Yeah.
Because it deepened all of those colors, when in reality, this was the color of the photo that I was trying to print. And this one I used color sync, and it synced with the colors that it saw on the computer. So this is the colors that you need to do if you are, especially if you're working with pictures of people. Now, there are instances where the Epson Color Controls look better. Mm-hmm. I have just gotten to where I'm a color sync. I just go back, I go in there and change it to color sync. If you are working, let's say, with an Epson, just an eco tank that you have converted, you have to go in there and manually change your color profiles with the regular Epson eco tank. And we actually go over that in the sublimation course. But if you have the sublimation, the SureColor F170 sublimation printer, if you'll go where you say, where it has preview layout and all of this, it should be the same across a Windows and a Mac computer. If you have the F170, then you should have the color matching options. If you just, where it goes right here, in the drop down, it should say preview, layout, color matching on all of this stuff. Sometimes the printers come with basic print options. One thing that I did do is I did download the Epson advanced printer drive, or you have to, or I thought you had to with these printers. It was like a Epson printer drive that you had to download. So if you've not downloaded that, just Google, if you Google Epson SureColor driver, it will come up and you can download it for Windows or Mac. So I did do that. If you haven't, just make sure you do that. Okay, so we're going back, color matching. I'm using the color sync. I'm going to do it on the general purpose textiles because we are going to be working with textiles. And then just so you guys know, just so you see, if you go to print settings, I keep it on normal for this one, but it automatically checks that mirror image every single time, okay? Every single time, which is, I love it. So now that we've done that, we're just gonna hit print.
Until you go to, you mirror your image and then you print it and you're like, why is it the right way? I mirrored it.
I did that. If you have an option to download the advanced printer drive, I would, just because I feel like it gives you more options when it goes to print to really like hone in on your printer.
I agree.
So while that is printing, we are going to, oh my, I'm using the same Karl, my brother's shirt. Love it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our pillowcase, and let's just go ahead and show you guys, let's see. I thought that it would tell us the
content.
100% polyester satin. So I know we had somebody ask silk and satin. This is 100% polyester satin. just so you know. Okay, we are taking this tag out. So I'm gonna cut out this tag just because, like I was saying earlier, the last time I did this, I didn't cut out the tag, and I don't know why, but like when I added heat to it, it was like the ink on the tag came through on the pillowcase. So,
well, we're learning that you can sublimate with black inkjet ink.
I know.
So I'm wondering, like, I don't know if you guys have heard, but you can we haven't really done a lot of experimenting, but apparently you can print with black ink with an inkjet printer and then sublimate onto things. I don't know how well that works. That could be a rumor, but
we've not done it yet.
Yeah, we haven't tested it, but like that happening to the tag onto the silk makes me think like, okay, maybe they're onto something.
Okay, so in case you all were wondering what I was doing, okay, I am taking some butcher's paper and I am putting it on the inside of this pillowcase because this is a fabric that is easily sublimated all the way through.
Yes.
Okay? So this is a must when working with this satin pillowcase, okay? We are putting it all the way through, and I'm actually going to, I'm not cutting this one. I'm just
Are you gonna double it up?
No.
Oh.
I'm putting it down here.
Okay.
Because I'm going to flatten this area out before I put this on there.
Oh, Megan says satin is a type of weave. You can have silk satin or polyester satin.
So,
okay.
This is polyester satin.
Just the sublimatable kind.
Yes. Okay. So what I'm doing now, and for those that want to know, I'm sublimating at 385. And I'm doing, I did sublimate this. I saw a couple different people sublimate on satin before, and they did it at like 400, which to me, I'm not sublimating yet, by the way. I'm just getting the creases out of the pillowcase. To me, I feel like was very hot, and I felt like it burnt my images. So I don't think 400 is, I think 400 is almost too hot. Mm-hmm. So we are subbing at 385. I'm bringing it back over. And we're just gonna tape this guy down. Now, y'all know me and know that I normally like using the sublimation spray, the heat spray.
I was about to ask you.
Well, so I didn't with this because the polyester is such a, or the satin, this is such a, I don't know.
You're worried about like it making a...
Yeah, I just feel like it's just, you're just better off with this specific one just to tape it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway. Okay, we're gonna bring it back over here and we are going to sublimate this, and I'm gonna pull the pressure up just a little bit. I feel like my pressure was a little much. And we are going to sublimate this at 385 for 60 seconds.
And y'all also be aware of the size of your printing. Like if you do have a wide format printer and you're sublimating, make sure you're not printing an image that is way too big for your press. And if you are, make sure you know how to split up an image and press it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like if that were bigger, our press is what, 15 by 15? Uh-huh. So if you had like a 20-inch image, you're not gonna be able to press it all at once. You've gotta like think about it before you go to press it all.
Let's do the big reveal and then we'll talk about it when we sit down.
This is the best part.
Oh,
she looks good.
Look how toot.
That's even better than I thought it was going to be. That looks good.
It's like you didn't have any faith in me or something.
No, I'm just like, it looks amazing on the computer, but it looks like even better in real life. You can see the drop shadow color there so much better than I can on the screen.
Oh, I can like, looking at it right there, it's hard to see the drop shadow color. So let's pull it up here. Can you see it better there?
Yeah, that looks bomb.
Ah,
It's
I
like
love
better
it.
on the pillowcase than even in Canva, and it already looked good in Canva.
I know.
That looks so good.
I know. That's a good one.
I'm obsessed.
That's a good one. And y'all, we created this like designed it in like 5 minutes.
Literally.
Like 5 minutes using a stock image from Canva. And now we did use one of our Makers Gonna Learn fonts, but I feel like this is something that you all could do, probably with stock images in Canva and a, like, you know what I mean?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I love it.
Look at it. Okay.